Bard Rock Cafe is brought to you by SassyGamers.com and viewers like you. Links to Sassy Gamers, our Patreon, and our social media accounts can be found in the show notes. Previously on Bard Rock Cafe, Armbar touched the obelisk and immediately knew how to read it. It told him his own life story. Brock finished his concert and our heroes regrouped. Armbar read the runes Epi had copied, but Epi snapped the book closed before he could finish reading. Our heroes did get a name, however, Giuseppe von Burs. They did what anyone would do in that situation, go to the library. Brock was able to find a book with more information, but still not enough to figure out the secret of the obelisk, and hopes to ask Felix. What would Felix say? Find out today on Bard Rock Cafe.
Alright. Welcome back to the Bard Rock Cafe, episode 6. So, when we last left off, everybody had just laid down for a long rest, asleep for the night. Brooke went off on her own way. Roland, Epi, and Brock were all staying right here in the Castle District in the Blackstaff's Tower. As you all come to start to wake up, Epi, you wake up first.
Okay.
And you see, perched in the window, the several stories high window, is Felix.
Can he get in the window?
Yeah, he's perched in the window.
Okay, good. I was like, do I need to let him in? Okay.
And next to him, also perched in the window, is a tabaxi that you do not recognize. That tabaxi looks really, really tired. Felix says,
I look at Felix.
Good morning.
I look at Felix. I look at the tabaxi. I look at Felix. Sleepy, blurred eyes and all that. Hello?
Hello. Did you sleep well?
I think so. Did you adopt a cat?
Did you just call me a cat?
Did your cat just... Whoa, hold on. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. First thing in the morning. You're a tabaxi, right?
What else do you think the Great Martine is?
So at this point,
Too tired for this shit.
Roland and Brock are going to start waking up because you hear conversation happening in the room with you.
And as I sit up, I just groggily go, you're one to judge, you're half goat.
Oh, now that's just rude.
You called the man a cat!
I am a tiefling. The
Well-
goat is part of my aesthetic. And
then
also,
there's Roland
Being a
here.
cat is part of his aesthetic.
And then there's Roland, who's part bison. Good morning, everyone. I hear you did some work in town. How's it going?
I did, and I reached and grabbed the 50 gold. It was just one quick job before we went to bed last night. This is all we have for now, but we're hoping to pick up a bigger job today.
Felix takes the bag, and it's not gold, it's silver.
Oh, no, I thought
He counts it.
Whichever way. I either gave Epi 50 gold worth of silver, or I given him 50 gold worth of silver, whichever.
Gotcha.
I forget which one I did which.
I understand. So, he takes it. You do know this is nowhere close to any kind of repayment of the debt that you owe.
Oh, I completely understand. Like I said, it was just one job we did, and you knew the job that we did. So I definitely want to make a bigger payment. I just wanted to give you something. I know it's been less than a day, so we're gonna go out and tackle some bigger jobs today. And we're also entering this, and I show him the Battle of the Bards. Apparently my neighbor is going to be helping repay, so that will also take off some of my debt if they're raising money for it.
Ah, how very charitable of them. Well,
I know I have to stop and
believe-
thank them today as well.
as you should. But first, I have some introductions. Broxong, Roland Armbar, Epimetheus, I would like you all to meet Martine, an old acquaintance of mine.
It's not Martine, it's the Great Martine, don't you know? Oh. Like Martine's like rubbing his eye because how fucking exhausted he is. He's like,
Alright, Martine, you look familiar
Is
to
she
me.
Great Martine, don't you know?
Fish and chips, right? I never forget an order.
I guess.
Good. Well, I'm hoping to get those to you again soon. I appreciate all of my patrons. So pleasure to re-meet you. I don't think I ever got your name before, but the face looks familiar and I remembered fish and chips.
the fish and the chips. He said, I apologize. The Great Martine did not sleep well, or sleep at all this past night.
Eppy just kind of looks at the bed, scoots over a little bit. You're more than welcome to... I mean, I guess I'm up now. You can use it if you want.
You sure I won't keep
Hey, you take a quick cat nap?
What if he's got fleas? You didn't check.
What if the goat lady had goat milk in the bed? We are gonna racially stereotype here.
Eppy just kind of looks down.
Roland, you don't just ask somebody if they have fleas.
Philip's just letting him in his bed, and he doesn't even care. You gotta think about
It's not even our bed, it's the Blackstaff's bed.
There's no need for such hostility. We're all friends here.
My apologies, Felix. It's first thing in the morning. We had a rough night.
I haven't had my morning cup of coffee.
Fucking love him!
I only take 1 cream, no sugar. Just in case you're wondering.
I thought you were giving Felix an order for us.
I'm gonna start ritual casting. You just see Eppy drag this book out and flop it in front of him and starts muttering something with a little stick in front of him with a piece of string on it. 10 minutes from now, something will happen.
Right, and while Eppy's doing that, I actually I go and turn on the kettle for the coffee, and then I grab the book that we took out of the library and said, Felix, actually, I had a question I wanted to ask you this morning, if you don't mind. I'm hoping you might be able to get me some information about this person. Their name is Giuseppe von... von Burs.
So Felix thinks about the name for a minute. The von Burs family is one of the nobility. I'm surprised you don't know them yourself.
I know the family, but I don't know that person specifically. I might have met them when I was younger, but I can't attach a face to the name. And we heard about this person through some adventures we were having yesterday, and I'm just trying to learn more about them.
I see. Well, I don't know the name personally, but I can reach out and see if anyone that I know has a friend that knows something.
I'd appreciate that.
Eppy just, very quietly sort of casts message to Felix that just says, it's fine if you want to leave that one alone. We really don't need to look into it. We really don't need to look into it.
Don't listen to her.
She's casting a message, Roland.
He just fucking bites in.
So
Also,
Felix,
Eppy is a him.
Yeah.
At this
doing
point,
that.
I'm just gonna have to put it into the character description that he gets mistaken for a girl frequently.
So Felix, first of all, just does not respond
Fair
at
enough.
all. Doesn't even acknowledge that something was said. Felix says, now, as you may have noticed, Martine looks very tired. Unfortunately, it seems Martine is suffering from the same affliction as all of you. Crazy things are happening, and it seems to be centered around the Bard Rock Cafe and the meteor that struck. Anyone that was nearby that day has noticed strange occurrences, seemingly at random.
Question, how much do we trust Felix?
Felix has always played things kind of close to his chest, but he has always been true to his word, at least with you guys. Not that he's never lied to you, but
Alright.
Has he been the same way with Martine?
yeah, Felix is as much as you can be when you are a black market fence.
Mm-hmm.
Felix has a history of being very on the level.
Alright, so I just for the sake of expediency, I basically explained to Felix that we got a look at what hit the Bard Rock, that it was an obelisk, and that when Armbar was able to read it, he basically read his own life story, and the other runes we copied down seemed to be about this Gillespie person.
I see.
So we're
That's
trying to find a
very
connection.
Eppy pipes up and he's like, also, through my studies, I have noticed that it seems that the old occurrences only really happen when you cast magic. Not cantrips, just magic.
They've happened at other times. I wasn't doing anything for when I started breathing bubbles the other day.
That's true.
So magic seems to trigger it, but I started. We were just doing that job in the sewers last night, and for no reason I could tell, I just started breathing bubbles.
I see. Well, I would expect at some point the Black Staff is going to come interview each of you personally. These strange occurrences have been having a bit of a disruptive effect on regular life for many people.
Returning to Great Martine.
Martine here has not slept for a day and a half.
That's unfortunate.
Boy, I'd really hate to be you right now.
I mean, Martine do feel pity for you since you do talk like a buffoon.
Listen,
I just go ahead and I use prestidigitation to get the coffee to the right heat and flavor for everybody and pour everybody a cup, and I pour Martine a double.
Oh, hell yeah.
better
Hell
be
yeah.
water deep roast.
Actually, I think this is
Politely
never
declines.
winter roast.
Sure. So you all have coffee. It's pretty good.
Does it wake Martine up at all?
It helps.
Mhm.
You didn't have any exhaustion levels, so,
Okay.
you know, functionally you're okay. You just would love to go to sleep.
Yeah. Okay.
Felix says, now, Martine is in the unfortunate situation of owing me money. So in many ways, you all have something in common. Me. So you're going to be working together. And, if you don't have any pressing business, I have a job for you.
Perfect. I don't think we have any pressing business.
Nothing pressing. I was going to make a couple of stops today, but I can do it after our job or between jobs. I just need to let the band know to get ready for the Battle of the Bands and also thank my neighbor, which I can do both of those things after we get our job done.
Wonderful. Well, I suppose I should ask first. This is going to be criminal. Is that okay?
As long as Martine's debts are paid, Martine do not mind.
Brock shrugs. On a scale of petty theft to murdering someone of high importance, how criminal is it?
Petty theft from someone of high importance.
Effie just looks up. So, what happened to, the other one? The young lady who didn't have a whole lot of, enthusiasm. Rook.
I have some other side jobs for her today. I brought you Martine for this particular task.
Martine,
Yes.
how sneaky are you, Martine?
Let's just say, if you haven't noticed Martine until now, very sneaky.
Fair enough. Can I use a quick question above game?
Yeah.
Sure.
I realize the spell is called Alter Self. Can I alter self someone else, or is it just me?
It is just you.
Okay.
So I just realized Martine's a rogue and a cat that makes him a cat burglar.
Nah.
Well, technically, I'm a cat pirate, and it's oxymoron because cats hate water, so you know.
Good thing he's on a pirate ship.
65. Martine,
He's
until I tell you otherwise, you have vulnerability to damage from Brock.
from Brock. What? Raggy?
Just letting you know.
Just
Probably won't come
all
up
you need to
if
do
I-
is not start a fight with me. Just don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Is it because I'm stupid?
Aww. If it was
This
that,
isn't really
Effie could
charismatic.
finally kick everyone's ass if it was that. I have an intelligence score of 18.
It's probably charisma based because I have such a winning personality.
Oh,
I would say bubbly.
I mean, Martine's charisma is pretty high.
Well, yeah, I'm probably the only
Roland
person
may
with
not
higher
have-
charisma than you.
I mean, yeah, because you're a bard.
Yeah.
That's like your main stat.
Roland doesn't need a charisma stat. Roland has already won all of our hearts.
All I need to do is
Also-
intimidate my foes. Yeah!
Also, Roland has also apparently got proficiency in every role he's supposed to be bad at.
This is true. It's astonishing if it's just something where it's like, oh yeah, nobody will be able to get that. You make Tyler roll for it.
Intelligence saving throw,
-1.
pass.
All right,
Everything else
that's
fail.
a pass.
Just do a straight intelligence check to see how much you can comprehend about this complex situation. I rolled an 18.
I rolled an 18.
I didn't know
Try
how
to get
do
out of a
until an hour
cellar
ago.
that's 2 feet above me. Roll a 3.
Basically, I had to do a chin up.
Yeah, literally.
So, just as a quick note,
Mm-hmm.
any wild magic stuff that had been going on after the long rest that has stopped, except for your inability to sleep, Martine.
Mhm.
That is still going strong. You don't know how to stop. Make that stop.
Shit. Man.
At least you know how to read.
Martine just kind of like looks at him and like cocks his head like, eh?
It's a long story, and unfortunately, Armbar can't read any of it.
Martine does not know these words read.
We can be illiterate together, you and me, Martine. Yeah.
You just see you see the light die in Epi's eyes a little bit. He's just like,
Alright, Effie, you're teaching this one how to read. I already have rolling covered.
"Are you sure? Are you sure? I can teach both of you to read. It is an entire world of just possibilities in a book. How have you never learned how to read?"
Martine grew up on harbor, and Martine know how to fight in boat. That's all Martine know.
Effie, we went over this. Roland was raised in slavery until about 2 years before I met him tops.
Those were dark times. Yeah.
I'm sorry, but yeah.
Yeah, that gets me, man.
I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. I got like a glass of water I'm chugging.
You're gonna fucking develop throat cancer by the end of the campaign.
I can feel it already. The cancer brewing.
Oh my god.
Herbal tea, Tyler. Have some herbal tea.
Armbar's gonna make a nice glass of sweet tea with a lemon wedge. You ever had chamomile?
Alright.
It'll help you go to sleep, Martine.
Martine does not see the benefit of drinking a camel.
Old grandmother Armbar, back when I was a wee lad before slavery, always told me to bask and even bathe in chamomile.
Martine confused. You bathes in camel?
Camel's meal.
Chamomile, it's a kind of tea.
You hear Felix behind you all. I prefer sleepy time myself.
Alright, anyway, so tell us more about this job, Felix.
Martine would like to get to the stabby.
I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Yes.
So, I find myself with an unusual opportunity. You see, a noble family from the northern district went on vacation, and like any noble family does, they took all their valuables with them. Well, on the return trip, they sent their valuables back on a boat. Meanwhile, they traveled on foot. They have been delayed, but their valuables arrived just this morning. Now, you can keep whatever you want to steal from those valuables. They're currently on a ship in the Docks District. At some point today, they are going to be transported back to their estate, at which point they will be much, much harder to obtain. I am only interested in a particular carved ruby.
Oh?
Get to shiny rock, dead paid. Got it.
It is a ruby that is about 2 feet tall, carved in the shape of a red dragon. I want it. I have a buyer for it. And if you can successfully steal this, Martine, I will consider your debt to be paid. And the rest of you, I will count it as 3,000 gold off of the debt that's you owe.
Well,
I just have one question for you, Felix.
Yeah.
You know me, and you know my family. Do I know the people that you're asking us to steal from? And if I do, how much do I like them?
Felix kind of leans forward in the windowsill. Would it make your life easier or harder to know the answer to that question?
If I don't like them, easier.
He kind of, I hate push to talk. He kind of leans forward again and says, just go get the ruby. Or turn down the trouble.
This man speaks simple Japan, not hard.
Brock doesn't like that answer, but at the same time, he thinks the nobles might have too much money, having resented not having any of it for his own for a while, so he's fine with it.
It seems as if an invisible person has brought Epi his daytime clothes and also a pair of slippers that fit conveniently over hooves, which is very odd to look at.
Does anyone notice this, or is this like a secret thing? Or?
It's just happening in the background.
Alright.
Excellent use of the unseen servant getting dressed.
Unseen servant,
All right.
unseen people.
Alright, so I assume that Felix provided us with some sort of additional information which ship we're trying to rob.
Yes, the ship is known as the Duchess. Normally it would have parked itself in the Castle Ward's docks itself, but I may have managed to redirect it to the docks district. Very unfortunate mix-up with the paperwork. So, you'll find it there. I imagine they will have to spend at least some time figuring out what to do with all these valuables in the docks district. Make sure nobody else steals it first, because this is a noble ship. It stands out. Best of luck. Do you have any other questions?
Martine has no question. Martine get the ruby, Martine be back.
I think I'm fine.
Now, at this point, like, how tired is Martine doing?
I mean, you're tired. I'll let you know if you have to roll a con save.
Okay.
To stave off exhaustion.
Well, Martine, like, kind of turns to the party, and like, so, we going to sit a ruby now, later, or are we going to sit around? What are we doing?
It sounded like a as soon as possible sort of situation. There's two gangs that run out of the docks ward. I really don't want them getting to that ship first. What's the plan is the question. I think I can't throw a distracting concert 2 days in a row. I feel like they might catch on to my trick.
Well, Martine can most likely slip out in and out easily. No problem. Martine don't know that's the party. So, Mr. Brock? Martine forget name easily. What's his name? Like he's pointing at you, he's like,
Brock song.
Brock. What do you do besides running this scene? Like, have you killed the man? Have you seen the life leave his soul? Like, what have you done?
I'm a musician. I play music, I perform, I'm a bard. I am very good at talking to people, at entertaining people.
Okay, so maybe not a musical distraction, but maybe you can distract some guards, maybe? Maybe put on...
I could possibly talk our way through some of the security, or maybe otherwise distract them. I'm an excellent distraction.
Okay, because I mentioned there's going to be guards around this ship, yeah?
Almost certainly. Maybe not even city guards, maybe there might just be security because it was something valuable. I imagine the family probably has private guards.
And then the little boy with the horns, what about you?
Epi just sort of, puts his cloak on. I think that I can take care of the distraction today if we don't want to do another concert. I have a lot of tricks up my sleeve.
I mean, can you present one?
Epi just sort of, thinks for a second, and then the unseen servant, I telepathically tell him to go over there and then scritch the tabaxi on the ears.
The fact... And Martine don't like that, but it will do. You know, what about the one over there? He's like pointing at Tyler's character.
My plan would be just to run in there guns ablaze.
Martine think that plan? No.
Well, that's all I got.
Alright, Roland, we've been over this. The Code Legal will get us in a lot of trouble. This isn't some small town. In Waterdeep, you get arrested and you get thrown in jail if you're lucky.
Listen, Brock, the only thing I do well is beat things up. And when I can't beat things up, I get angry and testy.
Wait, that gives me an idea. What if you do beat something up? What if we stage a fight and get the guards' attention that way?
What we gotta do, boss?
Alright, I have a plan, and I think this is where we would fade away, and then fade to the dock district where we enact the plan. Because basically I want to improv us faking a fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
While we're walking there, I'm gonna be like, so, what is the plan?
Martine has no...
Alright, so...
So time out.
Alright, so what we're gonna do
Yeah, hang on, what?
is...
Time out. As you walk out the front door of the Black Staff's tower, You start walking down the main thoroughfare. You hear this, "Wait!" from far behind you, and you hear, like, the sound of somebody just full-on sprinting.
Martine turns around.
You see this kind of preteen guy just panting, red in the face, huffing, "Wait!" holding some kind of, like, parchment in his hand.
Alright,
I mean, Martine will, like, stop for a second.
I'll stop. I'll turn and kneel to get down to his height level and say, what is it?
Kind of stops and he's panting. Are you? Oh, God. Are you Brock's
Okay, take a breath. Yes, I am.
He hands you this parchment. So I'm supposed to give this to you.
Alright, and I take the parchment, and I take one of my gold pieces, one of my silver pieces, and I tip him.
Thank you.
And
he
before I look at
kind of takes a seat on the ground.
Wait, let me look at the parchment first before he goes away. I don't want him to go away, though. I have something I might want to hire him for.
You don't think he could go anywhere if he tried, right?
Okay,
now.
alright. Alright, what does the parchment say?
So what I'm hearing is you, like, child labor.
This runner has been commissioned by the Guild of Innkeepers to contact Brock Song on behalf of one Melody, who has been awaiting Brock Song's return to the Guild of Innkeepers for the past day, as his signature is needed on several paperwork forms. At this point, you remember that you did send the runner out to retrieve Melody to help with the paperwork. That has been what she's been doing for the past day.
Alright, so so what do I have to do? Let the runner know that when I'll be there?
Yeah, you can let him know. You can send a return message.
Yep. Alright, so I'm gonna send a return message. I get like a parchment and a quill out. I write a return message saying that I'll be there later this afternoon. And I also write a letter for Melody to let her know about the Battle of the Bards in a few days and to get the rest of the band together to practice.
Okay. So you hand this parchment to the young man who still
and I give him
red in the face.
and I give him 9 more silvers to handle both my message and the message he was hired to return. So now I'm 1 gold less. I have 24 gold.
Gotcha. So he looks at all this silver, which to him is like a ton of money. And he kind of, he rallies himself, and like he looks like he's about to pass out, but he takes off sprinting again. And he's like,
well,
he's
Vlad, you
kind
can
of
take your
halfway,
time.
he's kind of halfway serpentine running, just because like he's not that stable, but he's booking it, and he's gone.
Admirable work ethic that one has.
Yeah, well, hopefully he'll use one of those silvers I gave to buy himself some water so he can stay hydrated. The boy looked like he was going to collapse.
So, the rest of your trip to the docks goes without incident.
Alright, so and now this is where Epi asked about the plan, so I basically explained. Basically, Roland and I are going to stage a fight where he's going to be mad at me because he's not getting paid while the Bard Rock is getting fixed. And he and I are going to like make a big distraction of him like trying to rough me up while you two actually break into the ship and get what we need to steal.
Well, so like, are we by the dock yet or no?
Well, this is what Epi asked what the plan was, so I was explaining we're walking toward the dock. So, assuming everyone's on board with the plan, we'll arrive at the dock uninterrupted, as I understood it.
Did Felix like give us anything like for the layout of like where the dock is, like where the ship is currently like, being docked or anything, like what the layout is, or?
It's going to be the super obvious, big, expensive ship in the place that doesn't belong, I think.
I'm talking about like surrounding areas. Like, is there like at least like a building nearby the dock? Is it like...
You would have told you it would have been out front.
Mm-hmm.
Epi, you stayed at the Mermaid's Arms one night.
Mm-hmm.
Just up the road from the Mermaid's Arms, there is the Shipwright's House, which is the guild hall for the Order of Shipwrights. The Duchess is parked right outside of it. I say parked, moored on the docks right outside of the guild hall. And it is very obviously a large cargo transport ship. It is well taken care of. There's like gold embossed lettering on the mast, indicating that this is, an officially chartered ship. And you do see what looks to be some kind of noble seal on the front of the ship as well.
What colors are on that noble seal? Like, would I know the family crest colors and all that good stuff from that?
I have the same question.
Well, did you guys... Alright. Go ahead and roll history, and I realize we're getting out of order right now, but go ahead and finish talking through your plan. But roll history for me.
I rolled a 8 plus 3, 11.
Alright, give me 1 second. Okay, so a 12 plus a 6 is an 18.
Okay, so you would recognize this as the noble house Wave Silver.
Okay.
They are a human and elven noble house that is responsible for a lot of trade in and out of Waterdeep. So for them to have a very large ship for cargo transport is not unusual. But this one seems to be their personal ship.
Ah. Would I know with an 18 what color their servants usually wear or what their servants usually decked out in?
Blue and silver.
Okay. So when I see that, I'm gonna kind of nudge Brock and be like, I have a bit of a plan to get us on the ship, but you're gonna need to turn the Great Martine, if I heard it correctly.
She's a Great Martine, don't you know?
The Great Martine. Would you be so kind as to turn his clothes? Was it blue and gold?
Yeah, I can do that. Assuming we can step somewhere where people aren't going to see me do it, I press to digitize his clothes to be a very, what's the word I'm looking for? A very regal shade of those two colors that matches the boat as closely as I can.
So that's kind of pushing what prestidigitation can do.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I could change the colors of clothes, can't it? Okay. Yeah, so I can only create an image that fits in my hand. That's the biggest I can do. I thought that I could do it because she said I could do it. Because I can only create minor effects.
Yeah.
No, I cannot do that.
What you're trying to do is more in the realm of disguise self.
So,
yeah.
Like, obviously we're there right now, right?
Yeah, just for expediency, you guys have made it to the docks district. You found the ship. It's there.
Okay.
We're within line of sight of the ship.
Okay.
That's not a hard ask.
What I'm trying to, like, do you have a map for it or anything?
It's a lot of theater of the mind stuff.
Yeah, no. I thought we were using the words. Oh, there we go.
For the ship? No. For Waterdeep, yes.
Okay, so yeah, we're in the water district, or the dock district. So that's gonna be...
Yes.
Okay.
So if you look, there is... You see where the big dock ward letters are on the map?
It's on Fish Street, Snail Street.
Well, Ship Street, that green dot that's to the bottom left of that, that's the Shipwrights Guild Hall.
Yeah, Shipwright's house. Yeah, Guild Hall.
And that long dock in front of it, that's where the Duchess is moored. You do see a little heavier security presence just because this is the Guild Hall. This is a very central dock. It's about half a block down, so it's still close. But it's not as central.
I'm trying to devise a plan. Our team does agree that starting a fight, it might be a good idea. So you do need to get those guards off that door.
Epi looks over, he's like, I think I can probably get us onto the ship, but don't know. It depends on who's on the ship right now. And he just, basically just, see him mutter a few words, and it's like he starts to change shape, and, just grows a little bit taller, turns into, like, this human man. Just, the most average Joe you've ever seen in your life.
Like, generic white guy number 5.
Generic white guy number 5.
Yes.
And this guy is dressed exactly like one of the butlers would be for that particular ship.
Alright, while Epi is transforming, I want to take a look around just to see if I see... Obviously, people are looking at the ship because it stands out. I'm looking for any signs people looking at it nefariously. Anyone I might recognize as like one of the dock ward's gangs or criminals. Anybody else who might be eyeing this job. Hey everyone! We want to take a break from the action to remind you that May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and that no matter how big or small the challenges you face with mental health, you aren't alone. The entire month of May, we are collaborating with our friends and colleagues on Twitter with the hashtag MentalHealthMTG, so keep an eye out for those posts. Even when May is over, you can still visit the National Alliance of Mental Illness at NAMI.org for resources. Links to NAMI.org and all of our friends and colleagues collaborating on the Mental Health MTG hashtag can be found in the show notes.
Oh yeah. Like, you see at least 3 other groups that are just looking at this with an eye for, like, this is an obvious mark, right?
So, we need to be cognizant of those guys. I kind of like tilt my head to the direction of the couple of groups I see.
And why is that?
They look like they're also planning to hit this boat up for some stuff.
Okay, so we must say space. Okay.
I kind of nod and I'm like,
So just to be clear, you're assuming yourself as a butler to the ship, yes?
yes. Epi just kind of turns like, that was the plan.
Oh, Mr. DM,
Yes.
what would I roll? I'm thinking of something. I just don't know how to put it into words. Like wouldn't people take inventory of like the cargo to make sure like nothing's illegal or like, you know, like no imported like contraband or anything like not.
Yes. You imagine that as with your experience as a ship person, you would know that anytime you come into port and you're not expected, it would be normal to park out in front of one of the guild halls to have an inventory taken. If there were any trade items, to have tax brought in, levies, anything like that. You imagine that's probably what's happening right now.
Okay, Martine might have plan. So, as you disguise as a butler to the ship, right? So, Martine will pose as a bounty hunter. You follow?
I do like where you're going.
So, Martine will devise a story where a man is on a run and we have a tip he's hiding out on one of the ships in the harbor. So we need to go through and check. Yeah? And at least that way we get on the ship.
Epi nods along. And he looks back out at that group and he's like, I may know a way to stir up a little more trouble too if we need to. And
That's very good plan, very good plan.
And then Armbar's like,
Well, I know how to stir up some trouble too, as he swings his shoulder around a couple times.
You see like Martine's like eyes like widen and like, Broch, right? No, not Broch. What? No.
Armbar is your friend here. Roland Armbar.
Like you see like Martine's like eyes just like widen and like, Roland is the target.
I'm the target?
Yes. We say we look for you. And then we have you stroll across the dock. That way when Martine and Epi on the ship, guards see you, go after you. Yes?
Actually, I was thinking the best way to get distraction for both the guards and for the other competitors for this job, if we stick with the plan of Roland and I getting in a fight, if our fight rolls into one of these gangs, we can get them all into a brawl together. And then the guards will try and break up the brawl.
Epi kind of leans over. I could try and get them to fight each other if you would like. I have an idea. Since they're from... Are you saying that there are other gangs here? All going
So,
for the
can
same
we tell
score?
whether or not they... Can we, DM, can we tell whether or not these people belong to the gangs, or if they're just groups that look like they're colluding?
Roll me a perception check.
17 plus 2, 19.
Some of
Red
these
dice are better.
Some of these groups seem small time. You definitely see at least one group that you catch a glimpse of the Zentarum tattoo on the back of their neck as they're like shuffling around, and their tunic falls down enough that they show it before they pull it back up. You think at least some of these are working for larger time criminal organization.
Alright, so I point very discreetly at the direction of that group and say, I notice a Zentarum mark on one of them, so if you're looking for the biggest, scariest group to antagonize, that would be the one.
Which you also, with that perception score, you would see that other groups have taken notice that you guys are marking this ship as well. Like there's a sense between everyone. Everybody kind of knows you're all thinking the same things.
Martine say we act now.
I'm gonna raise a hand. So, if I can make it out like one of them yells at the other, hey, this is our score, get out of here. So they start fighting, and I turn around to Martine, and I say, now, the two of us could go on that ship. I know a pretty good mark that we could say we're going on for. I hear there's a Kevin loose who's been causing a lot of trouble. We could say we got a tip.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Kevin with a Y, the perfect fall guy.
It's fine. So, and you two are starting the fight. I'm thinking, Roland, this man here, Brooke, he's your boss. He's also your good friend. Maybe one of those, what did you call them? The
Zentarim.
Maybe you see one of the Zentarim, decide they're going to take something from Brooke here. Now, Brooke here, he's here for the noble families to watch after their ship, because he's the only person that knew here. If anybody asks, that's the story, and you stick with it. Now, maybe, if I can get them to fight each other, and you two to report them to the guards, say, hey, those Zentarim, they're marking the ship. That should cause enough commotion for me and Martine over here to get in the ship and look for Kevin with a Y.
I like it.
Well,
Martine has no objection.
as much as it's unfortunate to hear that I won't be getting into any scuffle today, I guess we're gonna have to go with it.
Actually, if this goes to plan, it sounds like we might be in a scuffle with one of the two biggest gangs of Waterdeep, so you might get your scuffle, big guy.
Oh, I'll have to get Scuzzle and Natch out to get us out of getting into trouble.
That sounds amazing, my good friend. And I, pat him on the back.
Alright, yeah, Martine, say a big one now. Martine, don't think we have much time left.
Then let's get this party started. And I would like to use... Can I use thaumaturgy to make someone else's voice boom up to 3 times louder? Or just mine?
Oh, please tell me we can get a booming oh yeah.
All out.
Okay. Do any of these folks sound like they're talking about their plans?
With my
Oh, you're
roll, can I
talking
tell
about-
her? Can I let you which one?
Yeah, can Martine do stick his ear up, see if he hears anything?
An assisted perception check.
So prestidigitation has a range of 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
I just want you to be aware. So I will let you do this, but you will have to get closer than 10 feet in order to do it on somebody else.
Okay.
Is that the same range for thaumaturgy?
Thaumaturgy has 30.
Well, what I was thinking was, as soon as, Epi said that, Martine would, look around to see, who's talking the most, Or who's being, the most secretive. That's what I wanted to check.
So, you have several groups to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
They all seem like they are talking amongst themselves.
Can I roll a perception?
Just even going off of
Mm-hmm.
Brock's perception, you can take your pick.
Right.
Okay.
So how close are we to the Zentarim? That's my next question. They're the biggest group. They're the one that will create the most commotion if they have a scuffle with us or the guards.
About 80 feet away. Get close enough without too much trouble.
Okay. I am going to quietly say to Brock and Rowan, now, don't follow us too close. We don't want anybody noticing that you're with us that hasn't already. And I motion to Martine. Alright, let's go catch that Kevin on that ship before he gets any of my noble house's goods.
Yes.
So I would like to start making my way towards the ship, getting within 30 feet of those Xanatar.
And we would probably wait until they were a good 30 feet ahead of us before we start moving.
Okay, and once we get close enough, if one of them sounds like they're talking about the juicy deets of getting into the dock, I'm gonna make that guy's voice boom 3 times as loud as normal.
Okay.
What does he say?
So, his voice booms with, alright, so we can go under the ship with our potions of water breathing, break in that way, and steal the goods right out from under him, and then he stops. Everybody else is just looking horrified at him. And you see several of the guards turn and look.
I'm gonna keep on walking.
Martine's
see
just gonna, kind of speed it up just a tiny bit.
You see a group of the guards, not 4 of them, break off and start walking towards that group. The Zentarim scatter into the alleyways, and there's no telling where they went. They're just gone.
I was going to ask, how many guards around the entrance area to the ship does it look like there still are?
Because of how self-aware everyone is of this ship, there's about 25 guards. It is crawling with security.
Alright, at this point, I think it would be time for me and Armbar, once we get a little bit closer, but not, like, close enough for them to interfere with their thing. I say, I know, big guy, I told you that I'd be able to pay you soon, but we haven't rebuilt the cafe yet, I'm sorry.
This is taking too long, boss. You gotta start paying up. Something, anything. I'm dying here.
I'm trying, man, but I'm homeless. You saw it, my house burned down. I have maybe 2 coins to rub together to my name.
Well, what happened to the coins that we got from the job? I can tell you gave them away to that squirt. And I know you got some in your left sock. I know where you keep your money. Now shake it or I'll shake you down.
I start cowering in fear, like, no, please, I'm your friend.
Yes, that's right, little man. Cower. Yeah. Oh, yeah!
Can I make that oh yeah boom?
To what?
Can I make the oh yeah boom 3 times louder?
Yes, you can.
Hot damn, I'm gonna make this argument 3 times louder than normal.
Just the loud guy's half of it. Because I think you can only get one of us.
Yep, it's fine. Just the last bit about a shakedown and an oh yeah.
Alright. Roland and Brock, I need both of you to roll performance.
I rolled 15 plus 7, 22.
15.
Always with the good rolls, the stuff you're bad at.
Yep.
Okay.
Really have
You got a +1.
I have +1, yeah.
Nice.
So, people have definitely taken notice of you.
Okay.
So now you have everyone's attention. The guards
I
seem
promise
like
I
they
will
are...
get you your money.
It's now or never, squirt.
I literally get on my knees and beg.
And I'm gonna, Armbar's gonna reach down and, like, pick him up by the collar and be like,
Get up off your knees. You gotta pay me, not beg.
and I start shaking him.
Okay. So, another group of guards breaks off and comes over to you. But everyone's watching this. Martine, make a perception check.
Alright. Got that expertise, let's fucking go. Oh, that's cocked. Ah, shit, sorry. That's an 18. Oh no. Is that 18? Yeah, it's 18. Sorry. 18 plus 5, so that's 23.
You see another group using the distraction that you guys have made.
Ah, shit.
They are trying to...
Are they further ahead, or are they like...
They are sneaking... They are further down, nearby to the smaller dock. It seems like they are hanging off the side and like floating in the water and crawling their way along the dock's edge around to the larger dock. So they are in the water, unseen by the guards who are focused on you guys, making their way to the ship.
I lean over to Abby, right? And so you have tricks, yes?
Yes.
Do you think you can do anything about these guys over there? Like, I point over to where, like, I see them, like, crawling on the docks, right? Do you have anything to, trick with that?
Think for a second. Then, let me look at my little spells. Okay.
Please tell me you have fairy fire.
I do not have fairy fire, unfortunately.
That's the one time it's actually useful.
But,
I thought you just get that for being a tiefling. Am I thinking of a different spell?
I think...
I have thaumaturgy.
Ah, that's what I'm thinking of.
And, I think I'm gonna start by casting thaumaturgy, but this time to make a sound appear. Would I be able to make it sound like one person goes, "Hey, they're in the water"? Is that how thaumaturgy works, or is it just like a sound?
I think it's more
You would have to make your voice boom in order to make that exact sound.
Yeah, I mean, you can do that.
I mean, you could just make a very loud bang, like something's blowing up.
That
That would
also
get people
works.
to look.
I am going to make, just the sound of, like, a noble lady going, like, "Ee!" right by where those fellows are under the docks trying to get by.
Yeah.
Do I still have my unseen servant from earlier, or did that wear off already?
I'd say it's worn off by this point.
Fair enough. Never mind. And I think it's time that Epi starts power walking towards those guards. You know, I look like a butler.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you go first. Martine's gonna came back a bit and he's gonna let you go first and see what happens. You know what I mean?
Okay. And I am going to say in my best brand new human voice, Gods, there are men in the water who are trying to board my master's ship. I am a butler with the Wave Silver family. I have been sent here to make sure that this ship is being guarded, and I have seen one gang trying to get on, and I have seen another in the water. How I arrest those men immediately, or at least find out what they are doing. I must get onto that ship immediately. I have received word that there is a fugitive. I have a bounty hunter with me, and I must clear him off the ship immediately. The Wave Silvers will hear about this if it is not taken care of. As I am walking up to the guards, I'm just ranting.
Roll intimidation.
Oh boy. Is that the one I'm good at? It is not. Oh well. Here we go. Alright, we're gonna roll emerald dice and hope for the best. Woo! Oh my god, it's a nat 20 plus 3.
Oh,
Wow.
oh dear.
Yep.
So,
Please
you know
don't.
the drill.
Yep.
2d100s, let me know what they are.
Here we go. Alright, first one's a 60. And second one's a 34. Pick the fun one.
Martine
Okay.
just conks out.
If I disappear again.
Oh, man.
Oh boy. Those aren't good ones. Just so long as it's not dispel magic, we're good.
Nope.
Oh, thank God. Is it fireball?
You feel magic bubbling forth from within.
Oh no.
The guards definitely respond, and a large group goes to apprehend the people trying to stealthily make their way through the water. The other group of guards has made their way over to Brock and Roland. We will get to that in just a minute. Epi,
Yes?
cast Bigby's hand.
What is Bigby's hand?
Bigby's hand, but it is a monkey foot instead of a hand.
You cut out in the middle of that? What'd you say?
But it is a monkey foot instead of a hand.
But what does it do?
It's Bigby's hand, like the spell.
What does Bigby's hand do? I'm gonna Google it.
Use that you're-
Oh boy, here we go.
It's basically like a mage hand but with mask.
There's just a monkey hand.
And it's a monkey foot.
Monkey foot.
It's a
Which
monkey
is sort of
foot.
like a hand.
AC of
Okay.
20 and hit points equal to your maximum.
Hot damn, I have a giant monkey hand sitting around next to me.
And everyone sees it.
And I am just going to... I'm going to have my little monkey hand snap and then make that come here gesture in the general direction of my bounty hunter.
And then Martine's gonna Martine sees that and this kind of freaks him out, so I would feel like his first instinct would be to kick it into the fucking water.
He just hits his head.
To see it and then he just fucking kick it.
For the record, just so that you are aware,
Mm-hmm.
this hand is roughly the size of a horse.
Oh,
my
okay.
god, I was not aware.
I need you to understand the ratio here.
Okay. Oh
Alright.
my
She's
god.
the
okay.
mother of all mage.
What the fuck? Okay. You can enlarge it.
I guess now that I have a horse-sized hand that looks like a monkey foot hovering above me,
Okay, wait,
I'm
wait,
going
wait,
to.
wait. So
Yeah?
it's like so the foot's the size of a horse.
Imagine Master Hand from Super Smash Brothers, but a foot.
Yes,
Okay.
that exactly.
Fuck. Ooh. I move towards Ebby. Ooh. So when Ebby was talking to the guards, how did they seem to take it first? Before I do something? What was
they
their
were taking it pretty good up until Epi cast Bigby's hand
Mhm.
right there.
Would I be able to just kind of take up a rolled, obviously wizardy paper and say, I was sent here with this scroll to make sure that the Wave Silver, that this is here so that we can apprehend a fugitive who has gotten onto this ship. We got a tip. I have a bounty hunter. I have a means of catching him. And I do not want to go back and tell my masters I was unsuccessful because I need this job.
As you're talking,
Something nefarious afoot.
Yeah, wait, no. Like, and like Martine walks up and he's like, "Man, you fellows never see big monkey foot to catch criminal before."
So, as you're talking, behind you, you hear a voice. Let's have a talk, shall we? Turn around and you see a rather high-ranking magister with Captain of the Guard with her. All eyes are on you right now.
Oh boy!
I mean, all eyes. The other rival gangs, the officers, and now the magister that was stationed at the guild hall.
Oh,
Roland and Brock, some guards were coming to talk to you. Nobody's paying you any mind right now.
Can I still insert what we were going to do really quick?
Sure.
All right. When I saw the guards start turning, I mouthed to Roland, "Throw me." I'm trying to get him to throw me into one of the groups of rival gangs to start that brawl.
Oh my god.
Well, why don't I just throw you on the ship then?
No, just right. Yeah,
No, because that's like 50 feet up. You can fastball specialist, but I don't think you can do that. No, throw me into the most chaotic-looking group you can is what I'm trying to invoke to you.
Well, let's do that then.
We'll roll athletics.
Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. 22.
Okay. So you, kind of one hand on the back of his waist, one hand on the back of his collar. You just launch Brock through the air towards, it looks like a smaller group of less serious but also less controlled and less organized criminals. Brock, make me a dexterity saving throw.
That is 7 plus 2, 9.
Okay. So you and this guy that you barrel into both take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as you both just topple onto the ground, and kind of like a row of bowling pins, the other 3 people in this group fall over, pushed to the side by this man being tossed into the middle of them. So there's some swearing. The guards are looking back and forth, like, what's going on? What's happening, right? Because now there's this chaos over here, there's a Bigby's hand over here, some guys are in the water over here.
Oh, it's worth noting that when I was being thrown, I also screamed in the highest, shrillest voice my bard voice can possibly do.
Okay,
I Wilhelmed this throw.
gotcha.
So to be clear, like, Abby has like full control over Bigby's hand, right?
Yeah, Epi is in control of the Bigby's hand. The Bigby's hand will last until I tell you it's gone. You do not have to concentrate on it.
Is there any way I can like whisper in their ear, like, hey, why not make it do a little something? Is there any way I can do that without like it being like completely obvious, or no?
A roll sleight of hand.
So, that's a +6. Okay, so that's a 9.
Total?
9 after the plus, or with 4 the plus?
9 after the plus. I got a 3.
So the Magister notices.
Yeah. Do they know what I said?
Oh yeah.
Oh, fine.
The Magister's right there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do they question me about it?
I'm going to look at my bounty hunter. Well, I would certainly like to, but I can't seem to get onto my master ship to find the fugitive. You gave me a tip that someone named Kevin with a Y was going onto my master's ship and was going to cause havoc, and I can't have that. I don't even know how to use this, but I'm going to catch that man. I have a job to keep. Magistrate, would you be so kind as to escort me onto the ship and help me look for whoever this person is?
Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god.
That's not good.
My wisdom. Okay, good. At least I have some sort of benefit for that. All right, blue dice. You're up. Actually, you know what? Gold dice. Nope. Blue dice. Bring it, blue dice. 5. Fuck. Plus a 4 is a 9.
Hey.
9 total?
Mhm.
Fucked.
Alright. The Magister just waves her hand in front of you, and you suddenly view her in the best possible light.
Oh boy.
You trust her completely. You are charmed.
Oh boy.
She says, "Why don't you tell me what's really going on, please?"
Where's the
Okay.
dispel magic, wild magic roll?
No,
She
that's
doesn't have wild
doesn't
magic.
have that.
Darn.
So I'm just gonna go up and I'm
just
going
have
to say to
elephantitis.
this woman that I trust completely with my life. Ma'am, I have heard multiple accounts from the time I have got here till now that there are people trying to get onto this ship, and I have been tasked to make sure that no one gets on this ship and steals anything.
It's technically true.
Technically, it's true.
Technically, it's true.
And at this point in time, I have to be real with you. I don't even. I'm having a day, ma'am. There's people in the water. There was Xanatar. There's a giant monkey foot the size of a horse. All I know is that I need to keep everyone here from getting onto the ship, and I personally need to get onto the ship, and I would like to bring that particular tabaxi with me.
So, you see her look a little closer at you.
Oh boy.
What is your spell save DC?
Oh no! It's a 14!
She says, "Alright, why do you need to get on the ship?"
I trust her completely because I'm charmed.
Yep. She is your best friend in the whole world.
I take her
You
by
have
the
never
hand.
trusted an authority figure more in your life.
I take her hand. Ma'am, there's a statue on there of a ruby dragon that I absolutely have to get off that ship before anyone else steals it. It is a matter of life and death.
Oh my god.
I cannot let any of these hooligans have it.
Oh, Gorgos. Oh, fuck. Dude, Martine is like immediately like, fuck. Like he's immediately like, God damn, fucking Martine's. Like, he's not saying anything aloud, but like in his head, he's like, Martine, this is not Martine's day.
You're seeing the guards like circle up, right? Like it's on.
And I'm just going to tell her, ma'am, I have been tasked with keeping it safe. It is not safe here, clearly. You've seen how many people are trying to get this. This needs to go back to the Wave Silver house. It can't stay here, ma'am.
How close am I to the latest charming Abby?
Oh, she's like right there. Y'all are 5 feet away from her.
I do want to point out she's a magister if you're thinking of anything nefarious.
And it's Epi.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Fuck.
I got
'Cause,
charmed.
like, I think Martine would dip.
Martine.
I think Martine would dip. I think that's fuck. Like there's no like how many guards are surrounding us right now?
Good luck dipping.
Like I said, there were about 20 or 25 guards all around here. There's a lot. Now,
But
some of the guards
how many
are
of them are still
preoccupied.
preoccupied, though?
Right now, you guys have about 10 guards circling around, to include the guard captain.
And do we have an idea how many are on the ship at all, or no? Like on the deck at least?
You don't know. Not from this angle.
So I'm just gonna go and hopefully save this. I'm gonna say to the lady, now please let me do my job. I need to keep it safe.
Roll me a wisdom saving.
Oh god.
Gold dice. Oh, thank God. 17 plus 4. 21.
21?
21.
So,
Okay.
Martine, you were 21?
Huh?
Yeah.
No, Martine, what was your save?
Oh, okay. We're doing a whiz save?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I believe in you.
That's a nat 1.
Alright. Well, you know the drill.
Come on, wild magic.
Wild magic, save the day! I'm begging you!
Roll 2d100,
Potted plant.
All right.
Potted plant.
Alright, so I'm rolling both my decimal die, right?
and then tell me what the two numbers are.
Alright, so that is a 100. That's a 00, so that's 100. And a 47. Yeah, 47. 147.
Here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you're rolling that one, the wild magic surge is at disadvantage, so I take the worst option.
Oh god. Oh god.
Here we go.
Martine,
Yeah?
you blurt out a password or other random secret.
Oh no.
Oh no. What secret would it be?
What secret would you blurt out in this moment?
Felix hired.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you both feel this pressure as if someone is trying to dig into your minds and find something.
Oh god.
And you both push that presence out. Actually, no, you rolled in that one, didn't you?
Yeah.
You say, just blurt out, Felix hired us. So the Magister just turns and looks at you, and you can feel her pulling information on Felix out of your mind.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm a dip. I'm a feline agility and yeah.
Okay,
Hey, you know what's a great bonus action?
Dash.
Misty Step! Can I do a Misty Step?
Yeah, no, I'm a bonus action dash and do that feline agility to get that movement speed up to 120.
so you are way down the road, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're at 120.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just, like, Snagglepuss the cat out of there? Exit stage left?
You dart past the guards that are just circling around you guys. Epi,
Yeah?
cast Misty Step. Roll me a D100 first of all.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, that's a 25.
You have roll me a D6.
Oh no. Oh no. That's the square, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep,
okay.
that's the easy one.
Baby pink dice. Baby pink dice, I believe in you. That's a 2.
Okay, for the next 2 hours, you have access to the Toll the Dead cantrip.
Nifty.
And
Uh-huh.
you try to Misty Step, and you watch her counterspell.
Yep.
You are stuck right there. She says, let's not do that.
Yes, ma'am.
At this point, you feel guards grabbing your arms, and you are being put in shackles.
Well, we knew it was gonna happen eventually.
Brock and Roland, at this point, and Effie, do remember, you do still have Bigby's hand right there, so do with that what you will. Brock, you're now in a crowd of people that are starting a fight. There are some guards running over there to break it up.
When I dashed, did I pass them by any chance or no?
Which way did you dash? Towards Brock or just away from everyone?
I would have gone back. Like I would have gone towards like Brock and Roland.
Okay. So yeah, you would have passed by them.
Shit.
Like 120 feet, you guys were like at most 50 feet away.
50 feet. Okay. Well then, yeah, no. Then the dash was a bit overkill. Fuck. Okay. I mean, where am I at right now again?
So, looking at the map,
Mm-hmm.
so if you were there, you have made it all the way down to about halfway down Dock Street at this point. Like, you are far.
Oh, okay. So I'm all the way down that way. So I'm over by the angry swing.
Not quite to there yet.
Okay, so
Like, Dock Street is this whole Dock Street. Kind of at that intersection is where you're at.
like Dock Street and Oz Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have an idea for Big B's hand.
All right. I'm gonna wait for everyone else to do their stuff and then come back to me. I'm gonna try to devise myself a little plan.
So what's going on with me and the big group of people I just got launched into?
Alright, so you're lying there, they're all lying there, cussing and swearing, and generally being sailorly. They stand up and start, they go for their weapons, but then they realize there's, guards everywhere, and everybody's on high alert, and what they don't want is to get arrested. So they catch themselves, kind of back away because the guards are coming this way.
So they start reaching for their weapons, you said?
They start to, but then they stop. They catch
Alright.
themselves.
The second I see them reach for their weapons, I go, oh god, please don't, and cast Thunderwave. I'm trying to blast them all back towards where my friends are in danger.
Okay, what's your save DC?
My save DC is 13.
two of them, how much damage do you do, first of all?
So you're at 2d8. Alright, that's the pyramid of 2 butts. 6 plus 2. I deal 8 damage to them. The ones that fail, anyway, I think.
Yeah, so the one that passed, he takes 4 damage and does not get knocked away. He's a really burly guy. The other two get launched about 10 feet backwards. One of them actually falls into, like, the arms of one of the guards, catches them. At this point, they are now blowing their whistles, and you're hearing whistles off in the distance as well.
I have an idea for Bigby's hand.
Well, Roland, before you go, Roland, is there anything you would like to do in the middle of all this?
Jeez.
I believe in you, Roland. You
Quite
got
a
this.
mess. How strong is a Magister? Like, is it just like a really tough wizard, or like...
A Magister is a wizard. It is think of it as the wizard version of a guard.
Oh, okay. So, Epi is pretty much surrounded by guards. She's shackled, or he is shackled.
Is shackled or is being shackled, for clarification?
In the process of being shackled, because all of this is kind of happening at the same time. Here in a minute we're going to roll initiative, so be ready for that.
I'm sorry, guys.
I really don't have any clue like what I should do in this situation, so I'll just pass.
Okay.
Well,
Whatever.
I guess like I could, if he's like in the middle of being shackled, I guess I could run over there to try to like kind of tackle everybody and knock them over, like just run into them, try to clothesline them.
Okay. Go ahead, make just a strength check. Just a d20 plus your strength modifier.
19.
Where's Bard Rock Cafe again?
So you barrel through that outer line of guards. You knock about 3 of them over. They are all prone. You are now inside the circle. I would like everyone to give me initiative.
Okay, you listen to Bard Rock Cafe. Get on to sassygamers.com and listen to more episodes. And become a patron. I'll read your cards. Do it. Patreon.com/BardRockCafe. Till next time.